What's up, guys? Today we are reviewing the top 5 ergonomic mice for wrist pain, elbow pain, that's tennis elbow, lateral epicondylitis, maybe even carpal tunnel, any kind of pain or discomfort from here. After this testing, if you're getting pain through here and you're using your trackpad, you're typing, you're swiping with your finger, if you're getting pain that's correlated with that, switching to one of these mice will help you. And I'll let you know right up front, I bought all of these mice full price on Amazon. I'm returning all of these, but probably 2, one for myself and one for my wife. I did this because I was having wrist pain myself. I keep mixing elbows up because this right here, I painted these. So most likely you're gonna get issues or pain on the side that you're pointing with. So right-handed people, right-handed pain, right? I was having pain myself. I decided to buy one of them, then I bought 2, then I decided to, I'm like, let's just make a freaking big review on YouTube over these. So I bought a bunch of them. I'm gonna send back all but 2 of them, and I'll tell you guys the clear winners. And if you like it, you can, I got Amazon links below. I think we make 1/8 of 1 penny off of each one of these we sell. So here's the main issue that happens. You guys are getting this elbow pain. Usually it's through here. And it's called tennis elbow. It's called lateral epicondylitis, whatever you want to call this pain. But here's the root cause. These muscles, what they are is they extend the wrist. So whenever you're using your trackpad, if these muscles would just deactivate, your hand would do this. This is what it would do. So if you want to fix your pain, if you start doing this, you're going to do better because you're not using the muscles. It's very difficult though. So these muscles, they're on. So whether you're swiping on your phone or you're moving this, these muscles are always on. That creates overuse injuries, and you're getting into itises and osises all up the chain. And here's the premise of this ergonomic mouse, is that when you take your hand in real life from here, which is using these, into a handshake position, this now forces you to use, or let's say it naturally causes you to use more muscles on the inside of the arm, where this is all over here. So your wrist, the root cause is this. You're pronated and you're extending. That's it. You're pronated and you're extending your wrist and you're doing it all day long. So the ergonomic mouse premise is that it gets your hand in a more natural handshake position like this. And that will allow you then, instead of clicking like this, you're now clicking your fingers from the side, which you're not pushing up against gravity with your wrist anymore. But so the premise is by switching that will deactivate those muscles and you'll feel better. There can be residual scar tissue that occur. For that, we've got all kinds of videos for mobility, for warm-up exercises for you to start your day. Maybe you get pain like this before you go boxing. So take a look at our other videos for that. And we also have full programs for diagnoses in different areas of pain. So we have everything you need for you to fix your shit and live pain-free. So let's get into the mouse review here. Now, these mice, I'm gonna review them based off of 3 criteria. You've got usability, the wheels that scroll, how easy it is to connect it, everything like the usability of it, the electronics, the software. We're also going to be grading it on ergonomics itself. That's gonna be the max amount of muscle deactivation through here is the goal. So the one that has the most deactivation would be the most or they're relaxed, you could say. Deactivation is being me and nerdy. But the one that keeps these muscles relaxed, the one that causes those muscles to be the most relaxed, I think will be the most ergonomic. And also feel like sometimes you just want to like touch them, you know, click them. So we're going to base them off of that. Right off the bat, number 1, this is kind of Logitech basic mouse, not ergonomic, maybe a touch ergonomic, but that's the typical. And you can see over top me, Kevin, right here, when you lift your fingers, you see all this ass activation. So your wrist, and every time you lift the mouse to scroll, every time you lift, it causes the muscles to activate. I'm not going to rate that one. I'm going to give you a wild card. It's like a $25 special. I got it because, I don't know, it reminded me of something. I don't know, what does this remind you of? I don't know, I kind of like the way that looked. But for me, it's way too small. Also we had myself, I have a size double XL hand. My wife is a size women's medium, and you have Kevin, who is our content creator. He's a men's medium. So we had all of us test these. So I'm gonna tell you kind of based on everybody. I'm also gonna tell you criteria based on my favorite, what I like. Katie put her hand on this one. It fit her well. This one is just a wild card. I'm gonna rule it out. It's just too small for me to even test. Next is this name brand Lenovo. I don't think you should get this one either. It's got a nice cork feel, but it makes your thumb, you don't want your thumb like this all day. I don't know why. It should be out here. We're ruling out the Lenovo. They're gone. Now we're gonna get into this one. This is a personal thing. I think this may be the future, okay? I think of this track wheel. If I learned to use this when I was a kid and had time in my life, I think this is the way to do it. because it's nice and stable. This is a heavy mouse. Your hand rests just kind of cozy over this thing. You don't need to lift it to move, and you're realizing the wheel. I'm slow with the wheel. I don't have the patience to learn this one. But if you got the track wheel, if you got this thumb thing, it's awesome. It really is. And it's a little small. Take a look. When your hand goes over a mouse, you kind of want your fingers to click it. Look at the tip of my finger. It should be, for me, it's out here. I got big hands. But if you have a size up to a size men's large, that should work. And it does this 20-degree thing. It's really cool. I really like this mouse. Not gonna use it though. Then we're gonna move to the Logitech. The Logitech right here, Ergonomics, good ergonomics, that tall angle. I would buy this one here for travel. This is the most travelable one, and even the most travelable ergonomic mice is not very travelable because it's kind of bulky and chunky. But this one here is way too, for daily, it's way too small for me and way too small for most people. This is my probably tied for first place right here. It's the Logitech MX Vertical. I love it. It's pretty big, but it's not too big. It's good for everyone's hand. It sits on there nice. You can tell that your hand's more vertical with this one. All the connections are great on it. Love this one. All the buttons are programmable. Now, I want to get into a tie here. This right here is I forget the name of it. It's the worst company name I've ever heard in my life. Seriously. I love the mouse. The name is, guys, it's so brutal to remember this thing. These guys have been making mice for like 20 years, and it tells. Their website's 20 years old. Their name is, but the mice are, this thing is incredible. Okay, it's the most expensive one too, by far. This one here is they have these in a size small, a size medium, and a size large. I got the large. I love it. I'd buy a double XL if they had it. But you can buy it for your hand, which is great. And it's got this, what's important is this. You see this lip? That is important because now your pinky can rest on it. It can slide. Without that, your pinky is like, kind of like, you know, collecting dust down there. Like, I don't know why everyone isn't putting put a lip on them. So this one here, this is the most, I think it's the best feel, the best look. And it's humongous, by the way. This thing is gigantic. It looks like it's a computer, actually. Okay, it's huge. But for being stationary right here, it fits great. Everything's relaxed in my hand. The biggest downside is this. You ready for this? This is only Wi-Fi, which means you've got to plug a little dongle into your computer. And I use a MacBook. I can't plug a dongle into this thing. You got to do a dongle adapter, and then the dongle and the dongle adapter, and then you're walking around the streets and you got this tail coming off your computer. It's just, if they made this in Bluetooth, it'd be unbelievable. Now I'm debating whether keeping this thing. But if you have a stationary computer like a PC, or your computer kind of stays in one place, or you don't mind the dongle, or you got a computer with a USB port on it where you can just stick the dongle, this one is the one to get for sure. But because I'm in between them, this one is very usable. It's a little smaller. You're going to love either one of these ones. So either one of these are winners for sure. You'll love them. So these are the top 2 most ergonomic mice to help you relax the muscles that are inflamed because your hand is constantly, your fingers are extended and pronated in, okay? Pronation and extension. That's your recipe for tennis elbow. Pronate, extend. And then all the times of the day you do that thing, all add up to this hurting. So best mice, switch to one of them. Also click the link to do all the exercises to break up scar tissue, and that will help your elbows and wrists.